Alright, so I'm having some video issues. I'm trying to get the best quality with not such jumpy footage, because we were looking at it last night and it looked pretty terrible. Great imagery if it was still frame, but not so good in video. So, this is just a little test so I can see what the heck to do. Alright, so Summer Rain has been baked. She's got some nice shading. She still needs lots of modeling over the more pale areas, and then I'm going to overlay that with some blue. So I'm going to go ahead and start with the modeling. I forgot to cover up my paint, so I have some little dried bits in there, but I'm frugal, so I'll just work with it so I don't have to toss the paint. And I'll be more responsible today, and I'll actually do what I'm supposed to do. Alright. I'm going to go ahead and start with her head. Alright, so this just adds just a little bit of color variation. And you can see here the difference that has made. This creates a really nice pink, but not too pink layer. I only have just a few minutes to work on this morning because I have an appointment at 11, so I'll be rushing off for that. But I wanted to check out the quality of the video because I wanted to be able to record a little bit later this afternoon. I'll probably be moving back into rooting tomorrow, although I do plan to work with full body silicones a little bit tomorrow. I have 3 of those. And so I'll reset the workspace in the morning for that. Hopefully by then I can actually have some idea how to make the video better. Maybe it'll even be completely fixed. I guess I probably need a better computer system, maybe, possibly. I don't know. I've made this paint really thin because I want barely any color. Alright, so this is going to be different using this same color, which I feel comfortable using the color now that I have a little bit of layering built up. Not necessarily using this over this color, but this over this color. I'm not afraid that it's going to look weird. But it will look different than the Pale Baby. The limbs are a bit bigger on this baby, so you see I dab a couple of more times. Not so sure that I'm enjoying that as much as I hoped I would. However, let me try going over this with a little bit different color, just a bit more vibrant. I think that's going to be nice once the paler flesh tone is put over the top of it. And sometimes as the colors flash, as the paint flashes, you notice that you're picking up a shade that you don't like. That's what's happened in this case. So I'm just going to be sticking with the original lighter color, because as it flashes, it's going to be better than mixing the dark and the light. So what I'm doing now is I am taking off that wet paint and taking it back down to the previous layer. Occasionally this is necessary. I'm always experimenting with new colors that I kind of engineer myself. And even sometimes working on the same base vinyl, you can have strange variations that happen anyway. So, the miracle of art, I suppose. Now I'm going to have to mix up a little bit more of the really light pink, but I don't want any of that dark in there at all, because I want to make sure that my limbs all match. So I'm going to get all that out of there. Then to use the micro vein red. I don't need much because I'm making it very pale. So this is just going to be one more color layer. And this baby, I can see I'm going to have to move her very, very slowly in the direction that I'm trying to go. Bigger part means I load up my sponge a little more heavily. Now if I were actually looking for specific patterning, I would not load up my sponge this much, because this creates very slight variations and sometimes tiny speckles if it's applied in the right way, but it wouldn't work with too much paint on the sponge if I were looking for an absolute pattern, like the checkered skin, which I'm not going for that just yet. I want to get her to a better workable level. Okay, so I'm going to let the Sarah flash, and I'm going to go ahead and bake my Summer. She's nice and dry now. So I have to get ready to go to my appointment. So I'm gonna clean up just a little here, and then I will be back later to continue these two babies.